I think this is the last Vince talk of 2024. I don't know why I tend to overthink whenever I'm about to say the year. I don't even know at this point. Like, what year is even at this point, especially after 2020? I'm like, man, I don't care about no damn years at this. I don't know why, but I should because it's obviously, the year that it's supposed to be. But then again, man, that's I just get lost of the years. There's a part of me where I'm just dizzy. Like, these years are just moving way too quick as time goes on. But anyways, yeah, 2024. That was a quick year. At least to me it is. But anyways, yeah, let's just get into what other things that I have in the leftovers. This is the leftovers section of Vince Talk. I'm supposed to be working on these videos that I have set up, top games, top webtoon, top shows. Man, the top webtoon is something that I have no idea. Like, I'm just winging it, just to, like, oh yeah, top webtoons that isn't BLs usually. But I want to give any one of them a chance. But yeah, this year I just haven't been in the best terms with webtoon. I haven't been really enjoying myself when it comes to doing webtoon content. I don't know, man. But yeah, we also got month by month is something that I'm excited for, and I want to actually make a video of surrounding like what happened to me, during these last months, month by month, basically a recap of those months. And it might get emotional, it might get ranty, it might go somewhere. That's for sure. And also as well as just me also playing or making a video of me just wanting a break. I just kind of want a break from YouTube, which I could do immediately. I can do that anytime. But the thing about, breaks, and it's just that I really don't care about like each time like there's times where I make videos and I don't care, but there's times where I want to make videos because I'm bored. So at this point, I just don't know. I just need something else in my life, which is something I'm probably going to be doing as of 2025. Just replacing the time that I have with stuff that I enjoy and stuff that I want to do in my life. And I've been doing that a bit, especially in the end of this year. And I kind of want to do that more of next year, which is something I want to do, especially if it's work, especially if it's not really something fun. I'm thinking of really, working on my discipline, I guess. And I know some of you kids are going to be like, what do you mean, Vince? When you grow up, you're going to understand for sure. I know some 20-year-olds definitely, it doesn't matter how young of a 20-year-old you are, you would definitely understand. But for me, I guess that's what I'm going to be working on. I don't know. But also, yesterday I just got back from the mall. I got back from, what is it? Yeah, Westfield of San Francisco. Man, that place is a ghost town. Also, things are just not cheap in San Francisco. There's times where I question, like, why am I still in the city? Why am I still here? There's times where I think about that. The mall is like almost like a ghost mall, and also the town itself, like it feels empty. Especially how it's nice to see that the homeless are gone there. And I've been talking about like traveling a bit around of San Francisco since I got back from Europe. I've been like, yo, I kind of want to go around Westfield and just see what's going on. You know what I mean? But yeah, pretty much it was a good hangout, nice and cold out, very cozy, and also interested to see a bit more of like these malls that I grew up on. Especially that little Target mall, which I don't know the name of. I know San Francisco natives would know, but I mean, yes, would I be a native of San Francisco? I don't care about California, to be honest. I seriously just don't understand the whole idea of representing. Oh, I represent my city, cool. I don't understand that attitude. I really don't. Okay, that's just maybe that's old me speaking because that was a thing like a couple years ago. Man, represent your hood, stuff like that, and all. Man, does anybody care? It's kind of like, where do you freaking live? You know what I mean? Which I'm not going to tell you where I live, but it's like, where do you live so we can send you stuff? Where do you live so we can work with you if we have companies there? Only in jobs that matters. But when it comes to representing, like, as if you're like a like an artist or an up and comer or something like that, that really just means less to me more than anything else. Okay, I'm gonna just be real. I don't care if I'm from California, if I'm from New York, or if I'm from anywhere. It's if it's America, then really though, I just do not care. I'm from the U.S. There, simple. Okay, we can call it a day. Anyways, uh, yeah, pretty much all the Vince talks has been a rant this year. I find myself really ranting more and more as time goes on, but let's move on to something a bit more positive, I guess. And that is I don't know what you may call this. I heard the things of Shmiek Moore. I've been talking about this with Stefan. And for those that don't know who Shmiek Moore is, or Shmiek, I think, yeah, Shmiek, that's his name, but I call him Shmiek Moore. I just combine all the letters together. But yeah, the voice actor for Miles Morales in the Spider-Verse, amazing animation. I enjoyed that movie so much. But man's been calling out. I think he's just been simping for this girl that plays as Gwen, and all the relationships of the Spider-Man, trilogy or whatever, has been couples that have been together. I mean, I could get that wrong, but I've been hearing that, and I'm basically gathering my sources from a TikTok video that I seen. And speaking of TikTok, I heard they're gonna end of next year, which is January 19 or something. At this point, whenever TikTok announces that they're going to be gone, or somebody announces that TikTok is going to be gone, I seriously just don't even know the truth anymore. Is it going to be gone? Is it not going to be gone? I don't know. Just make up your freaking mind. Like, is it, like, it's still here. TikTok is still here. There are people that are like, oh, I hate TikTok. That's the whole thing with the whole Blue Sky. Like, oh, I hate Twitter, but I'm going to Blue Sky. And Blue Sky just doesn't make any difference. It doesn't make a difference if whatever freaking social media you go to. There are bad apples of every one of them. And you think that's going to be better here and there? You think just because you're going to Blue Sky, oh, it's going to be less conservative or whatever. That's just such BS. It's bad either way. You can't just, go to a city and expect good things for another city that is like either better or worse. It's still gonna have the same flaws as it is. Like, just nothing is better. Expectations of everything being perfect is never a good thing. So I don't even know what's going on when it comes to that whole thing. But back to the whole Shmiek Moore is that, yeah, pretty much. I guess this is whole trend of Shmiek Moore, and also like especially like Shmiek Moore is with this other girl that not with this other girl, but made a video of being with this other girl, and that other girl is a celebrity that I don't freaking know the name of because I'm not obsessed of freaking celebrities in the first place. And this girl just seems to call him out and say, just went off because the girl is in an engagement, has an engagement ring, and also is about to be married soon. And also, yeah, Shmiek Moore just pretty much embarrassed himself because he was exposed. And now making an apology video, which I haven't even seen the apology video. I just been following this up. The whole other stuff is just recently, and it is a lot of tea that is just like, wow, that's just sad. Like stuff this and here and there is like crazy. I'm like, Shmiek Moore, for a celebrity, you would think of like his stature would be with somebody that has someone in his life. But no, apparently like has something with the voice of Gwen, which is, I feel like they would be a good couple, because, well, they play the, voice actors of different characters, something like that. But sometimes that's a job. When you're collabing voice acting, doesn't mean you're in a relationship with them. There is a business relationship, but that doesn't mean it extends to an actual friendship, relationship, or what have you. I could be wrong on some of those. I'm, guarantee if you collab with me, we be best friends. We be having a good time, and I will make sure that's a top priority for sure. And I'm going to be honest, I probably won't deliver on those promises, but for future collabs, a lot of times I want to make the others as if I'm speaking to a friend. That's how it goes. Relationships really does run the country. It runs the world. It runs our lives. Because if you don't have a relationship, if you hate everyone, then you're just not going to get anything in life. You're just not going to get anything at all if people just don't like you in general. People hate you for a reason. It could be anything. But when you have that in mind and when you try to do the same, that doesn't make things better at all. I feel like being bitter, being alone, from what I learned this year, is just never a good thing. It's not something that you should thrive for or inspire in many ways, because that's just not how the world should ever work in general. I feel like you need to have a good relationship with your boss, and not like a lovable relationship, not like, that appropriate relationship or some sort. No, I'm talking about a relationship like understanding one another as acquaintances, or as, just buds, or, if, like a little bit, but I don't know, just professionally in general. I feel like relationships strikes when you're actually even talking to someone on the phone, like somebody that you want a pizza, and you talk to the pizza place. You're engaging with them conversation wise. You don't really need to be on in front of their face. And a lot of times when I see certain YouTubers that I'm not gonna name, and they're living their best life, quote unquote, and we don't freaking know that, but they're alone and something. If there's one place, and this is what I learned, one country that is beyond, especially what these creators are based on, or, which is here in America. America is known to be the most, especially for introverts, especially in this generation, that is the most attention grabbing people of all time. Like full on attention grabbers. Doesn't matter who you are. Like I'm literally doing the same thing as gathering attention for the rants, just to get stuff out of my damn chest. This is my therapy. That's the thing. But do I feel like it's best to be alone this long or this far? It's never healthy. I never stand that. Do I choose that? Sometimes yes, because I'm a flawed person. I'm not a nice person. Okay, it doesn't matter how you think. I'm not a saint. But a lot of times I practice being one. Going to church and following God, and pretty much just mentoring, especially people in Discord, and also giving, just being open, getting stuff out of my chest and being active, and just doing good things in my life, because that makes me feel good. You know what I mean? But also, let's talk about a little bit gaming, because I don't have any gaming news. I think there is gaming news, but it's stuff that I really just do not care about, because it's kind of like smaller stuff. Yeah, I just been playing this game, Hogwarts Legacy. I call it Hogwarts Legends. I don't know if that's a typo, but it is so good. It's pretty much a game that I've been playing across this. It's a perfect game, especially after Europe, and also, in the winter. I didn't experience this type of whimsical nature when I was in the UK for a layoff. I mean, the people were just like sad and dark, and I was like, man, is this how it is over here? Anyways, Hogwarts Legacy, such a good game. I always never, well, actually, I'm gonna be honest, never was a fan of Harry Potter, but I live amongst with it. Played the games, watched all the movies, especially all the way of the end where they announced like what would happen to, the Harry Potter himself, especially as an adult, like all the way till there. And I don't know what happened next. So, but here I am playing Hogwarts Legacy, and some of the areas just really does remind me of the times when I watched the movies, when I played the games. And yeah, it's such a good game. Perfect end of the year game. Anyways, also I heard some stuff surrounding other news. Like, for example, before I begin this other news, before I get into the animations, I really want to talk about this particular one, because it's surrounding the dance world. And I'm going to be honest, my second channel is related into the world of breakdancing and the world of dance in general. And I just haven't been active. Lack of happiness just does something to you. And I guess I just haven't had that in the other channel. I just don't want to waste my time. I kind of just having this hunger of just not making a lot of videos, or just basically not being a YouTuber in general, because I don't want to be, having responsibilities of another channel. And I just don't really want to be like, especially how I haven't been great this particular year when it comes to the breakdance world, and haven't been active. And I felt bad for that. And I don't know what I would add to the conversation if I ever make that, because it has a community that I will not announce or say anything about, or, say the names. But a lot of times there's a part of me where I just kind of don't want to be part of that community at all. And now I'd rather be other communities, especially this community, the gaming community, the Christian community, and many other communities for sure. But when it comes to the breaking community and the dance community of that hip hop, subgenre, it just I don't know. It just felt like I kind of just don't want to be part of it right now. I kind of, but kind of don't. And if I did, it would be for the channel. It would be for something that I, from for nostalgic reasons. I don't know. I don't know how I feel, but this is breakdance related and something surrounding Raygun, which I know at this point that many people that are not into the dance world or not into breaking would understand, or who is Raygun, who is B-Girl Raygun, and pretty much her embarrassment in the Olympics, especially that awful performance, and just how it just everything just the whole breaking world is now a joke because of her. That's literally what it is. And now she is getting copyrights. And here's the thing. One thing I didn't know is that I heard that there is literally a freaking Raygun the musical. Why is it? I don't know. I heard it's a thing in Australia. Newsflash, I'm not Australian. So how the frick would I know? Like, you're telling me that in Australia there is just musicals for athletes or something like that? There's like another athlete that there's a musical for this person, for this athlete, for this in Australia. No, Australia. To all my Australians that are watching this video, that are listening, please tell me, is this true or not? Like, I don't freaking know. I never been to the damn place. Never been to the Outback. But apparently that's a thing in Australia. And there is this musical, and I'm just wondering, okay, is it a musical that's making fun of the breakdance culture, which is something I just don't understand. I don't like this whole Raygun situation because they look at breaking as a joke. Do people not understand? This is a hip-hop subgenre. If you make fun of that, you might as well make fun of freaking Chicago footwork, Memphis footwork, freaking like the Harlem Shake, the original Harlem Shake, not the trendy one that was a thing, decades ago, it feels like, but the one that was a thing in New York in the past that was part of black culture and stuff like that. And people making fun of it, especially for Australians. I wonder, like, are you going to also make fun of another black subgenre? Is that what's going on? Is that what we're doing in these streets? Like, I don't like, it's Australia. The last person, let me tell you, should ever make fun of anything coming from America when it comes down to, black culture. Oh man, don't get me started. But yeah, pretty much I never seen it. I don't know how to freaking watch the freaking Raygun musical, especially now because Raygun put illegal notes on it. And here's the thing, I don't even know which side I'm on. I'm not on Raygun's side because, well, of what she did to the Olympics and breaking in general and make it look like a joke. All because that apparently they don't know how to find good breakdancers or B-girls in freaking Australia, even though that's like a large country. But also, I'm not sure if I'm in the freaking musical side. The people that make the musical to make fun of breaking. Did they put actual breakers in it? That's what I want to know. Is there actual breakers in the freaking musical? How on earth did I not heard about this? How is nobody talking about this? And apparently, the biggest news is her signing legal, like she owns the freaking kangaroo move. And apparently, that's what I heard, which you can't own moves, of course. But also another thing is that, how is that true? Like, is it she's like doing like legal rights and moves of what this musical has done? I don't know. I just heard about it and ranting about it because this is a subculture of sports and dance that I love so much. It is the most rawest, most intimidating sports out there. Just dancing and making fun of the other person and just clowning them is the most rawest thing, the most funnest thing ever. And I'm not a person that likes making fun of others, even though, this channel is kind of like based on that. If anything, a lot of things that I like to do is make fun. I just like making jokes of anything in any situation. I just don't take anything seriously. And I've been doing that for all my life. But when it comes to breaking, I never thought this would be a thing of making it a sport and making it a dance, but also following the rhythm and just making it funky as well. I don't know. I've been doing this dance for just the longest time of my life. And pretty much, it has always been this raw. It has never really been a joke to me, even like when I first saw it. But now it is a joke to many other people, especially in this new generation. Did it open doors to many people that are interested in breaking? I don't know. I don't know that department. But then again, this is something that I'm passionate about, and to me is the best thing. But to others, I just wish they would give the others a chance. All the athletes, all the other dancers, no, they just talk about freaking Raygun. They talk about Raygun, especially people that were once part of breaking. They talk about like Raygun instead of the other breakers that they probably know. I'm not gonna name names, but it's just sad to hear and see. And now with this whole legal news, oh, with this whole thing about owning, the whole it's just the narrative that just gets to me. Like, can we just understand who Raygun is, and and who, like, what this musical is about, and just understand that no side is a good side, to be honest, because I just don't understand. I don't even trust the musical. I'm not, against it. It's just that why the heck would you make a musical making fun of breaking? That's just not cool to me, okay? That's just not cool. You don't make fun, okay? Like, unless you have actual breakers in there that can actually dance better than Raygun. But if not, if you're just doing this whole thing with like that whole like Jimmy Fallon skit that he did, dude's a freaking clown. I hope his show gets closed down. I just don't like the guy. I just don't like late night shows at all. I say the same thing with Kimmel, Noah, and as well as freaking Fallon. I don't like those guys. Don't get me started on Colbert. My goodness. But yeah, anyways, I gotta stop with the beef. Let's talk about some animation news. Apparently, there's an Inside Out animation that I never heard of, but I guess there is. So that's a thing. Yeah, I kind of want to really see it, but I just don't have my Disney Plus account. So I think of another way. But yeah, also another thing, Panty and Stocking is back. They just announced they're back. A new animation, or anime, sorry. It's an anime. Panty and Stocking. Does anybody remember that? My goodness, it's been a while since I heard about Panty and Stocking, and I missed that. Things have changed since then, but yeah, I want to see that. Also, like, what else? Also, this is something in gaming news that I kind of forgot about to put in there. Apparently, yeah, Bayonetta is over, which is a series that I was planning to jump into, but I never made the time for it, I guess. Kind of felt bad I didn't, but man, I was really hoping to see it for my own eyes of Bayonetta, especially the Bayonetta Origins. Yeah, I wanted to finish that, but here we are. And I never got a chance to, so I don't know. I might later on, but the end of Bayonetta, like, what? I guess 1, 2, 3 is good enough, but at the same time, what could all that mean? Something with Platinum Games or something? I don't freaking know. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. Happy New Year's, and hope everyone had a good year. There will be something surrounding the year, which is my month by month coming soon. But other than that, God is good. God bless. One love and a peace.